There's a lot of great builds this year, like for real. You can make an actual crazy build if you really wanted to. But as a build that stuck out to me, it was the offensive threat build. With me being able to experience most of the offensive threat builds this year, I can say there's about maybe 2 out of the 5 offensive threat builds that you can use that are worth using per those pie charts that I chose. But as of the one I usually use on a consistent basis of my offensive threat, this build right here can definitely give you a bucket anytime you want. Like literally, you can get a bucket up almost anytime because you're able to shoot, you're able to speed boost with some of the best dribble moves on the game, plus you're also able to dunk the ball above average compared to other builds. With this build being able to score off ISO or even screens, you definitely can get the job done and actually go crazy with this build. Definitely one of my favorite builds of 2K22. Hopefully we can see it in 2K23. But as we being able to test out another offensive threat in my Uncle Drew video, we actually went stupid with this build. Like as this build having a 99 ball handle, being able to actually shoot at a decent rate and be able to finish at a decent rate, bro, this build was very fun to play on. And if you're someone that doesn't like playing on small builds, this might be one of those builds that you might want to mess with, because you can make this build all the way up to 6'6". I'm gonna get more into that, showing y'all boys how to make these builds. But look, as of this build, I would definitely say I would choose this as an ISO build. I wouldn't usually run it with screens. This is more of an ISO 2s type build. With this build being able to have Hall of Fame playmaking, you definitely can feel a difference in between the stamina and the movement when it comes to end up using gold versus Hall of Fame. As of gold, you know, if you dribble too long, you're not going to be able to hit that 3 still. But as a Hall of Fame, you can dribble as much as you can and still have the possibility to hit a 3 or hit a mid-range. But as we're going to hop into my player builder, the first offensive threat build I'm going to be showing you is the one with the high 3-point rating and the one with the high finishing. So if you're someone that want to be able to dunk the ball real crazy, catch them at the rim, and you want to be able to shoot the ball consistently with an 88 plus 3-pointer, I'm going to tell you, this is the one that you might want to pick. As of the pie chart being the more blue less green pie chart, a new pie chart that they brought this year. Hopefully this pie chart returns in 2K23, because this is literally one of the best pie charts that's not Hall of Fame playmaking that they brought to the game. But as of the physical profile, you're going to end up going with the speed profile. Since you only have gold playmaking badges, you're going to need as much speed as you can. As you see, we started out with an 85 speed and acceleration. As we upgrade the finishing, you will see I'm going to upgrade my close shot, my driving layup, my driving dunk, and then since we got a little left, I'm going to throw a little on the post-up just to get a 17. But if you're someone that thinks 17 finishing badges is excessive for this build, I do prefer to you mess around with 14 or 15 badges. It definitely gets the job done for me. It definitely could get the job done for you. But if you're someone that wants more badges, hey, that's up to you. But as of the actual build getting 21 shooting badges, these are gold shooting badges. So you should be able to get all the badges that you need without having to add extra badge points if you have those extra badge points. As of my offensive threat, it got 19 shooting badges, and it definitely gets the job done. But as of the playmaking badges, this is one thing that some people might not be cool with. As of this build, get in and get 16 playmaking badges just from the My Player Builder. If you're someone that got extra badge points, I would tell you to put your extra badge points on playmaking. If you can, try to at least get to 18 playmaking badges. For this setup, I do prefer, if you're someone that's going to not guard ball, you have a lockdown with you and you're sitting corner on defense, this will be the actual version I will want you to use. But if you're someone that's going to be playing with randoms, or you just want to be able to have the ability to play some type of defense or want some type of defensive badges, this will be the other option to use. As you're going to end up having 14, 17, 16, and 5, I end up using the shooting guard actual position to end up getting my badge count like this to get more actual attribute upgrades. So if you're someone that's going to make it like somewhat similar to this, I do prefer you use shooting guard. But if you're someone that's going to not do that much defense, I do prefer you go point guard. But if you're someone that's going to end up trying to make this build 5'11 or 5'10, I'm going to just let you know this now. If you want those quick drops and stuff like that, you can still get them. But if you want to be able to get those straight arm tomahawks at 99, hey, you have to make this build 6 foot. It has to be 6 foot height. If you go anything lower than 6 foot, you will not be able to get straight arm tomahawk. So as of my build being 6'2", I get an 81 driving dunk at 99. So if you can make this build all the way from 5'11 all the way to 6'4", 6'5" if you want to. But as of the best ways to make it, I prefer 6 foot all the way to 6'4", because you still get all the good dribble moves. The weight on this build, you want to make it lowest weight, because you want to end up getting 99 speed and a 99 acceleration at 99. If you make it 6'1", you're going to have a 98 speed and acceleration. You make it 6'2", you gonna have a 97 speed and acceleration. Just keep that in mind. Every time you go up a height, that's when you end up losing the speed and acceleration. But if you're someone that's gonna end up messing with the wingspan so you can get contact dunks, you will get the name slashing playmaker. So that's why you have to make the wingspan lowest wingspan. Even though you have the lowest wingspan, you get an 86 three-pointer at 99. If you got those arm sleeves, they give you an 88. But as your driving dunk, you got a 76 driving dunk. At 99, you got an 80 to unlock those straight arm tomahawks. So you have straight arm tomahawks, Klay Thompson, quick drops off one. You'll get so many dunk packages, even Luka Doncic's dunk package too. With this build, you do get all the offensive takeovers. Of course, you get playmaking, shooting, slashing, and then you get shot creating. As of the takeovers, I would choose, it's a lot of ones that's good, but I would prefer shot creating or sharp. As of slash and take, you do get contact dunks in slash and take, but it might not be that consistent versus a build that has contact dunks already. But as of the build getting the name offensive threat, hey man, this is one of the offensive threat builds that's literally one of the best in the game. But as of another one that's actually crazy to use that I actually play with in the Uncle Drew video, you're gonna end up making this build a point guard. As of making this build a point guard, the pie chart you're using, y'all know, this is one of the OG pie charts from years ago. This is not even a pie chart, I can say. This is one of those archetypes from years ago. The pure playmaker. The pure playmaker pie chart, the pure yellow pie chart is one of the most OG builds that you can actually use on this game. But the way we set it up with this pie chart is a little bit different. As our physicals, we can go speed. If you want to go speed vertical, you can, but you just got to mess around based on what height you're choosing. But as me upgrading this build, I'm going to upgrade my layup, my driving dunk, and my outside on this build. Then add a little on my standing dunk to get me 7 finishing badges. But if you're someone that's going to make this build taller, I do prefer you to make this a shooting guard. So if you want to make it 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", make it a shooting guard so you can have a better standing dunk. When it comes to the shooting ability on this build, you can definitely shoot consistently on this build. You definitely could, because once you lower the wingspan, you will have the ability to actually shoot at a decent rate. And with the shooting badges being gold, 14 shooting badges can definitely get the job done. But if you do want 15, you might have to sacrifice a little playmaking or a little defense just to end up getting that extra shooting badge. As this build getting 99 ball control, I didn't max out my pass target because I don't need 30 playmaking badges on this build. 27 definitely can do what it needs to do, but as a defensive, I get 7. But as of somebody that's going to end up making this a shooting guard for the taller builds around the 6'4" all the way to 6'6" range, I do prefer this because at least you have a 50 standing dunk, and even if you lower your wingspan and get this build to 99, it will still end up being around like a 50 or 51 actual standing dunk. So look, as of this build, 17, 14, 27, and 7. A lot of you guys might end up having 6. Some of y'all might have 8, but y'all end up doing like maybe 12 shooting badges. But as of this build, you can go from 6 foot all the way to 6'6", 6'7". But I do prefer the best heights, like I said earlier, around the 6'3", 6'4" range. The 6'3" and 6'4" range are maybe the best heights to use, but if you're someone that does not care about elite dribble moves, that's when I would say to definitely rock out with the 6'4", 6'5", because at the end of the day, you still gonna have a 99 speed on a 6'5", 6'6" build on this game. So look, as you see in the heights, the 6'4", 6'3", I told y'all boys, you get elite dribble moves, you're able to end up speed boosting off rip faster. Since this build is going to end up having a 95 speed and acceleration off rip once you end up lowering the weight on this build. And with this build being a Hall of Fame playmaking build, you're not going to have to grind this build as hard as compared to the other build because it has Hall of Fame playmaking. All you got to do is throw lobs. But as of the weight, you're going to go lowest weight. The wingspan, you're going to end up messing with the wingspan. Because as of the wingspan, you don't have to go lowest wingspan if you don't want to. If you want to go lowest wingspan, you can, but as of 77.8, and then you go 78.7, this is maybe the sweet spot right here. But you could also go down one more to 76. It can definitely get the job done. 76.9 is one actual good one to use as well. So the build would end up having an 82 three-pointer with having the ability to get 70 driving dunks, so it'd be able to get the park dunks and still be able to get Luka Doncic dunk package. So look, as you having a 99 ball control, an 82 three-pointer, 70 driving dunk, plus having actually some decent defensive stats like a play shot, you definitely can get the job done and really work out with this build and have a 99 speed acceleration on this build. But if you're someone that's going to end up putting the weight up on this build and you want to make it kind of smaller, you could, because you're going to end up having a 55 strength or a 56 strength based on how much you put up. But as of the actual takeovers, playmaking, shot creating, slashing, I will pick shot creating, to be honest. That's maybe one of my favorite takeovers on a pure play build. But if you're someone that wants to break ankles, I do prefer playmaking takeover. But as we get the build name offensive threat, man, as of the old 2 offensive threat builds I showed you, you get the name Stephen Curry, Jamal Murray, and Ja Morant. That's a crazy combination if you think of offensive threat. Out of those 3 people, that's a crazy combination. Stephen Curry, Jamal Murray, and Ja Morant as the combination. But look, if you end up making these builds, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see gameplays on both of these builds, the videos will be right here. Click on one of these videos right here and I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed.